Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go.
Unmuted.
Unmute us.
Yeah. Well, I had a front thing going, but yeah, so we're unmuted now. So here we go. Epic Loot Multiverse Tournament. So Versus is still being played. Apparently, you're not totally dead.
Yeah, that's what they tell me.
Right. Well,
I mean, I guess we'll find out in September.
Right. We'll see how many people. See if we get any zombies too. That's a possibility too.
Yeah.
We may have zombie decks, but physical zombies, that would be a bigger issue. But
I mean, we're definitely still playing online. I mean, all your Buckeye events still have a decent number of players.
Right.
But as far as in-person events go, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, as long as people keep showing up for things, we'll keep running stuff at Epic Loot. So
all right, well,
we'll see how many people show up.
Go ahead and start with the introduction. So, I mean, if y'all here, y'all probably know I'm David D. Robbins. I'm what the Upper Deck Chubs for Versus. I run the Buckeye League and do streaming stuff and recordings. And here I got the owner, one of the owners of Epic Loot. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, one of the owners. That's right. Yeah, Scott Cozzolino on the Discord. I'm Epic Scott. Yeah, that's it. One of the owners of Epic Loot.
You don't want to go through all your championship, your belts, your win titles, or anything like that?
No, I mean, I don't think
we don't have enough time in the day, right?
I don't think I really have much bragging rights there. I've won a couple of side events,
right,
but I've never actually won like a regional or something like that.
I understand, messing with you, but either way, here we are. So we talking about the Multiverse tournament in September, first weekend of September, the 6th and the 7th.
Yep.
Saturday the 6th, Sunday the 7th. So
yeah, and we decided to if you can see the little flyer that we made, we have run regionals at Epic Loot for the last couple years, but now that Upper Deck is no longer sanctioning regional events anymore, we were like, so we'll do a regional again. Oh wait, but we don't have to call it a regional because Upper Deck's not sanctioning it, so we'll just call it a national tournament. Wait, we might as well just call it the World Championship. Wait, we might as well call it a Multiversal Championship. Because there's nobody stopping us from calling it whatever we want now.
And if your doppelganger show up, good luck. Just hope
Yeah, that's right.
They may come with some cool calls, but yeah.
You might have a variant.
We're gonna go over mostly the weekend with the plans. Like I said, we're streaming it, so if you're here during the stream, you can ask questions, or you could, message later. We'll definitely answer all the questions as we get to them, and you can always reach out to me or Scott.
Yep.
At any point. So let's get going. So this shouldn't be too long of a stream, but we got to get this information out. So first of all, the schedule. So the Saturday event is the main event with a format we came up with called Last Chance. We'll go a little more in detail on that, but basically you'll be picking 2 volumes. But like I said, we'll go over that more in the slides. The entry for that will be $20. The link is currently up. It's on the YouTube channel, and like I said, you can see it on the screen. You can sign up for that now. You could even sign up on the site, right?
Yeah, you could sign up on site. I mean, we don't have like a cap, so right. Yeah, it's not like the event's going to sell out. But I mean, the sooner people can sign up, the better, because it'd be good for us to know how many tables we have to reserve. Like, I have an idea of how many people are going to show up. But like, if we have all of a sudden 30 people show up, I mean, I doubt that's going to happen. But if 30 people just showed up and didn't sign up ahead of time, we might have a difficulty with table space. You might be
shoulder to shoulder with your person sitting next to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Your resource will go into their deck.
We're sort of planning on like 24 players being the cap, but that's not a hard cap. So it would definitely help us if people sign up on the website, buy their tickets ahead of time, so we know if we need to reserve more tables.
And then, like every Ohio event, Epic Loot event we have, Sunday will be the free for all. Few changes. We're still going to use, so we're using the last chance format for both events. The only difference is for the Sunday event, we also add in Life is Too Short. So kind of like 2 formats stacked on top of one.
Yeah, and I should also point out, again, we have a link there so you can go and get your tickets ahead of time. There is no charge for that event. The Sunday event's free. But, again, if you could sign up ahead of time just so we know how many tables to reserve, that would be helpful. But, it's not urgent, but it'd be helpful.
Both events is starting at 11:30 a.m. I do like that. That way you only got to worry about one time. You ain't like, is it 10 or 12 today? It's 11:30 both days.
Yep.
And then so we didn't have nothing scheduled for Friday, so I asked Scott about how about we run maybe a couple games of like a small heat event. So
yeah.
I know a lot of Buckeyes play heat, so I'm like, if y'all want to come join us for that. And
yeah, basically we just figured for everybody that wants to show up Friday night, we'll just play heat pedal to the metal, like a fun tournament,
Right.
like.
Yeah, maybe
It's
it
free,
probably
no
end up being
entry.
depending on the number, may just be a couple game or maybe a full championship if depending what time
Yeah.
we start and how many people. Or we may start a championship, run out of time, cut it short, but either way we'll be
Yeah,
playing some
totally.
heat.
We could do one of those tournament season things where you play like three matches in a
The
row.
championship.
Yeah. So
Championship.
so the idea is it'd be free. There'd be no prizes, but also no entry fee. We'll just play for fun. And then also,
And sign up would be
I see.
and sign up for that just showing up. If you're there, then you signed up.
Yeah,
Nothing more
exactly.
than that.
Yeah. And then I also see the Buckeye format draft season 15.
Correct. Yeah. So kind of like what we did at Midwinter earlier this year. We had some people in person and the rest drafted online like normal. So we're gonna try that again. We still working on the details of the format. Rollin is the main runner of this format, so we working together to try fine tune it. We have closer idea is it's gonna be pretty Halloween themed because it's Rollin.
Oh yeah,
So
good idea.
We got some idea. I think we got like a list of MC, and I think we working on maybe giving each MC like their own format. Where if you pick this MC, they have to build their deck in a certain format. So we working on some ideas, but
Oh my god, that sounds crazy.
we should have that out in a bit. Working on that, but basically we're gonna just have the draft there. If you there on that Friday, we'll be there in person. If not, you can still draft over Discord like we normally do.
Cool.
So
Yeah, that should be fun.
Yeah. Okay, well let's get to the meat and the potatoes now. That's the appetizer.
All right.
So last chance, Buckeye format, last chance. So basically, very similar to Second Chance. If y'all familiar with that, with Second Chance was like the last two volumes of whatever year it was when they ran the event. So this time you'll get to select any two volume, and a deck list will be required for this event.
Yep.
Some of the only thing about this, the two volume, the only card that not part of volume you can have in your deck, you can have basic location and Team Wild special locations.
Yeah, and those the Team Wilds, just to be clear, that means that like does not include Nexus of All Realities because that's not a Team Wild.
Right. Or Spider Home.
Right, or Spider Home, yeah.
Because
so
Spider
it's just
Home
the
only
team
gives
stamp.
Right. It basically it gotta be a wild that give everybody on the team access to the superpower.
Right.
Best way to
And that's so that if you're playing a team that doesn't have its wild but you're playing a later volume, but you're not playing the volume that team originally was printed in, you can still use the wilds. But you also don't even have to have that team in your deck, right? Like if you're playing Ultron, you can still use
I think
Avengers
that was the
Mansions.
main example because Ultron, even when he was in the Second Chance, you had to stick a Avenger in there just so you could get his level up condition.
Yeah, exactly. Which was a real pain in the butt.
Right. Also,
so we want to make that a little easier for
I
people
think
to,
the
if
only
you
other
want to
big
do
help
that.
it'd be like Baron Zemo now have access to Zemo,
Oh yeah.
Castle Zemo,
Yeah.
whatever the WoW was called, but he could have that without
Get his castle.
trying to throw in a team he don't want in his deck.
Yep. So those are the only exceptions. And then I guess it's also worth mentioning here, we did put it on the slide for which sets are in each volume, but the machine, the invention machine,
Right.
was printed in 2 different sets that are in 2 different volumes,
Right, and we'll
and it's going to be
through them
legal for
slides
both of those
shortly.
volumes.
So
What's that?
we're gonna be going through them slides shortly.
Yeah, okay.
So it will show that, but it's still the standard photo illustrated rules for the card. Obviously, if you're playing with Watt 2, he had his ability. So obviously, card ability always supersedes normal deck building
Standard
rules.
deck building rules. Yep, as far as that goes.
And also, the value also include your game pals. So if you have an event that wasn't part of that original Fantastic set, you can't use like the weapon or the gadget. But like I said, when we go through the list, we'll go over each value and kind of go over that momentarily. And here we are. So let's just talk about some key cards in each value real quick. So value 0. So most of the banner besides the machine, all the other banner replace cards is all in value 1.
Yep.
So
or volume 0.
Thanos, Singularity, Cosmo, them the 3, right? Yeah.
I think those are the only 3. Yeah.
Yeah, and then machine was the other one, but those, like I said, they were originally in the Marvel Battle, but then they were either update in the Legacy or in the Shield versus Hydra.
Yep.
But I mean, you got your Jungle Hunters in here. You still got, like I said, there's the Icemans, the Canes. There's still a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, this is interesting because this is the largest volume at 2,000 cards. It's got the most printed cards, but a lot of those cards have been power crept out. There are still good cards in that volume, but even though there's 2,000 cards, like I had to think about this whole format when you suggested it for a little while, because at first I was like, man, some of the volumes just have way more cards than other ones. I don't know how fair that is. But then I thought about it and I was like, oh yeah, but the sets the volumes that have more cards have a lot of bad cards.
Right.
And the really small volumes, which we'll get to later, have way better cards, like more better cards, even though there's less cards.
And I think the other thing about this value gonna still have pieces that you would like to have, like the Iceman, for example. If you run an X-Man deck, like the House of X set, you would love to have Iceman in there. Are you willing to give up a whole volume to get? And also, this has your shocks to your system and your, a lot of the great plot to the and a loyalty plot twist. Mostly live here, the unwavering, stand together.
Yep, that's true. Yeah. After I thought about this for a minute, I was like, oh yeah, this is a brilliant idea. This is totally Dave's idea, but I do think it's totally brilliant. Like, I think this will be a really fun deck building challenge.
And like I said, I think the key, like I said, if you wanted, I'm gonna give a little trade secret here. If you're trying to do really good in this event, you need to kind of know what cards go with what's value. So when you see them, you're like, okay, I know what the player have access to or what they don't have access to. And that should help your gameplay quite a bit if you're able to.
Yep.
So volume.
Yeah, 1. You should be able to figure out. I mean, you'll know for sure what one of the volumes they pick is just from their MC.
Right. So yeah, so you just So like I say, it's just about, like I said, I think if you put in the time and know that would definitely give you a leg up, even if your deck is not the strongest.
Yeah, good point.
Going down. So on volume 1, so this is when the volume officially came out. That's why the first one they called volume 0.
Yep, they started it with Deadpool
Dawson
and Friends.
Is in the house. What's up, Dawson?
Hey, Dawson.
Hopefully we'll see you around. You gonna show up? We got room. So but yeah, going on. So volume 1, this was the first introduction of the photo cards. So I mean, photo I think is across 3 different volumes, and so like I said, it make you make a tough decision if you play photo like between this one.
Is it only 3?
Huh?
Is it real? Is it only 3? I know there's none in volume 0.
Sorry. Yeah, let me say it's across 4 of them, but the Spider Frame is kind of sit by itself.
Yeah, that's right.
Dawson said he'll be there.
Cool. Awesome.
But here, I mean, first of all, illustrated wise, you got Solo sitting in here.
Yeah,
And crossover 1 half Dark Phoenix.
Yep.
If you run the
again, this is a much smaller card pool, but there's a lot of good power cards in this volume.
Right. If you run the Syndicate, you have to live here.
Yep.
And like I said, the photo stuff. I mean, You got the Eagles in here. You got the friend from work. You got a lot of good plot twists from there.
For sure.
Let's move. But yeah, you could kind of see the breakdown. Like I said, 385 illustrated, 510 in photo, and then volume 2. Again, like I said, I think with photo, most likely everybody gonna run. I think that volume 4 or 5 with the large amount of photo. If you run in photo, you probably gonna have to run that one. But then you're gonna have to make a hard decision between volume 1 and volume 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because this is where, you know, the Yondu's at. It's like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. And then on the illustrated side, still
yeah, those 4 photo packs have good stuff.
Right. This the Outriders, Odin. If you're looking for MCs, X-File, the Lone Gunman.
X-File's got the Gunman. Yeah, there's definitely good stuff in there. Yeah.
Looking at the illustrated side, I don't think there's unless you're trying to run Adam Warlock, I think some MCs are here. The gems are here.
Gems, yeah. The locations and the plot twists that have like kind of superpowers on them. Wakanda and stuff like that.
Whole series, right?
Those are all in there. Yeah, so I mean, there's definitely stuff in here that you might want to use.
Yeah, this going for illustrate. There's gonna be a real niche.
Yeah,
like,
depends what you're building.
Here I need for the deck I'm running.
Yep.
So this is gonna be more strongly photo here as well. This one, like I said, got one photo. Friendly neighborhood just gonna get screwed. I mean, it's just that simple. Yeah.
I mean, well, yeah. If you're playing photo, you probably don't pick volume 3. Unless there's one card in there you really need.
Yeah, Rogue is in volume 2 as well, Dawson. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's gonna be MC like you
Rogue. Yeah, that's right.
Your Death MC, your Star Lord. I mean, you got probably more so you'll come here for MCs, but I don't think you're gonna be supporting your main volume with that as an illustrated player. But volume 3 for illustrate, now this is where a lot gonna live at.
Yeah, for sure. This is where you get inventions. You got the Omegas.
Senator Kelly with the Sentinels and Pride.
Yep.
You got your
a lot
Omegas.
Of good stuff there. Well, only the 8 Sentinels. Only the first 8.
Yeah, the first 8.
Because the next 4 are in the next volume, right?
You got 8. Yeah, the 8 Alpha unit, but you still got the 8 executives.
Right. But my point was just, you don't have the extra 4 Alpha combat units.
Yeah, that's in a different crossover. I won't say crossover of 5 at all. 4 or 5, either one. But but you got the machines. You got the Fantastic Four. And like I said, the Omegas. There's some good stuff still here.
Yep.
But photo, I don't think you really gotta be playing like an illusion deck. What the hologram?
Holograms.
I think you gotta be playing the hologram Mysterio deck. That's the only reason. I mean, I built a 5-man MC and like the MC, but he not worth.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
Yeah. So, but you can still do it though. Don't
let
me
who knows?
You of it, huh?
Somebody might come up with some really kick-ass photo deck that absolutely needs something out of Friendly Neighborhood. I don't know.
Right. That would be the right. Moving along, set 4, and this is all illustrated.
And this is the one. Yeah, I remember there was one that had no photo cards.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and this where the Sentinels, the 4 Sentinels are located at. But yeah, this the Civil War set, the Venoms.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a very good volume too. I mean, they all have their appeal.
Right.
There's good stuff in all of these.
I think the key thing we wanted to do, I know when I first talked to you about this, we wanted an open format but limited. And I think this was the best way.
Yeah, I think this was a great idea
because you got access to all the cards. You just can't play them all together.
Yep. It's kind of like the whole build an arc or build a team formats that you guys ran.
And Out of Time is in here. Out of Time is the big plot twist in here. The spells, Lilith. There's a lot of good stuff.
Spells. Yeah. This was that was a good year.
Right.
For Versus. Then we got the crazy photo year. Volume 5.
I think if you, I'm a huge photo guy. I believe if you run a photo, this will be one of your volumes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But it's got the most photo cards
of
any of the volumes.
And the most different, unique set, you got AEW, The Boys, and Mortal Kombat on top of the Disney Plus.
Yep. A lot of good stuff in there.
Right. And then Illustrated still got a lot of good stuff here, too. I mean, I think this is probably the best set for both for Illustrated to live in, you know. You got the House of X.
You got zombies.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, there's good stuff for both Illustrated and Photo, for sure. Yeah.
You got the Inventor Spider-Man, but like I say, you still would need an invention. So if you want more, it exists. And this,
I mean, if you really want to do invention stuff, I mean, you might end up having to take this and
this is where the machine also live at. So you can run the machine equipment.
If you pick Volume 5, you get machine, but you don't get the other basic inventions unless you also take Volume 3. You don't get gadget, you don't get weapon, you don't get automaton.
Right. So the best way to look at when you look at the bottom of your card that need to have one of these initial. In this case, this is the only card that could have fan in it in your deck or side pal.
Yep.
And finally, Volume 6. Oh, go ahead.
I was just reminded of something, by the way, when you pointed that out. The card number is the important thing, because remember they had in was it Mystic Arts?
Right.
They had
I did forget that one. Yeah, the
what's his name that's got the new Forge has got the new tag on him, so because he's a new mutant, but he's not in the New Mutant set. He's in Mystic Arts, or what was it, Into the Darkness? One of those.
Yeah, I need to note that. Yeah, I forgot all about that one.
Yeah, so we probably need to note that he's legal for the set he was printed in, not the New Mutants.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's the only one off for that. Besides, I didn't even.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the only card they ever printed that had a different set number.
Then what was it?
I mean, unless you count the reprint of Machine.
Right, but it still kept the it still kept the fan in. Yeah, but and then anything that was in. So, and finally, Volume 6. A small but strong. You talking about quality?
Yeah. I mean, smallest volume, but highest percentage of quality cards.
Just MC alone, Daredevil and Spider-Woman, say less.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the plot twist, the MC and the plot twist alone.
Yeah.
And
it's a very good volume. I bet a lot of people pick Volume 6, even though it has the fewest cards of all the volumes.
Just be your main good sport, So you have a lot of options. Like we said, the free for all also will be a last chance format, so you will still have to pick 2 as well.
Yep.
So speaking of free for all, let's talk about the prizes. So So the entry fee is $20. So if you come in first place, you'll get.
Yeah. So let's talk about the how the value is going to be determined there. So we're going to give out 100% of whatever the entry fees are as store credit prizes. So let's say 20 people show up, $20 entry fee. That means $400 in store credit. First place will get half of that, so $200. So this is hypothetical, obviously, based on attendance, right? Anyway, so it's all written down there. First place will get 50% of the entry fees. Second place, 25%. Third and fourth will get 12.5% each. Now, it's important to note that, technically speaking, all the prizes will be in store credit, but as Dave noted there, we'll exchange that for cash. Like if you're coming from out of town and you're not local and you're like, well, I'm probably not going to spend this money here at Epic Loot because I'm not local, and you don't want to spend it that weekend, no problem. Dave or I will buy your store credit off of you. We'll just give you cash and we'll buy your store credit because Dave and I spend enough money in the store that we'll use it eventually.
And you would have to decide right after the event. There's not nothing you could come back on Sunday like, I want the cash instead.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because just let us know at the event, and if you would rather have cash, we'll just buy the store credit off of you.
So this is an important thing I haven't asked you yet, Scott, and I just thought about this earlier today.
Okay.
What's going to be your ruling on splitting money?
On splitting money?
On splitting, like if the top 4 decide to split.
Oh, I mean that's fine. I don't care. It's not an official UDE UD sanctioned
it's been a while since
event.
We did
so,
it, but do you still want the games play? I guess is the real question. Like if they.
Yeah.
That's the part of that. Yeah.
They should still play because there's different prizes for the
Right.
different places. I mean, unless they agree who's going to get first and second in terms of the actual
Right.
promo prizes as well.
So I guess.
But yeah,
my
we
real
can
question
figure all that out at the
I
event.
mean, unless we run it late and we understand that, but if it's regular time scale of the event, we don't want the first and second just to split and not play that final game.
Yeah, they should still play.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
that's what
I
I want to
agree.
make sure we
Yeah.
kind of talk about now beforehand.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
splitting will be allowed. Like I said, that's something that haven't been allowed for a couple years.
Yeah, we'll allow it.
Right, yeah. So, but ideally, we would still want you to play the game. Like I said, if it's circumstances where you can't, we will talk about that. Case by case.
Yeah.
And also let
Yeah.
you know, me and you both gonna be playing this event as well, Scott. Correct?
Yeah, I'm planning to. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I plan on.
I mean, so if we have like judge questions that come up in my matches, David obviously would answer those, and if a judge
Right.
call comes up for one of Dave's matches, I'll answer that question.
and
So
I'll be the head judge
know,
for everything else except for my game.
yeah, yep, exactly.
And
So
you'll get time
yeah, hopefully
extensions if
nobody
you
will have a
part.
problem with
You'll
that.
get time extensions if you part of that game that I had to step away from, or vice versa.
And if I mean, this is worth mentioning too. I mean, I've done it this way in every event that I've played in my own store. But if I place in the money, so if I placed in the top 4,
Okay.
I'm not going to be eligible for the money anyway because it's my store. I'm not going to take prize money away from other players. So like if I made it into the top 4, then my prize money would just pass down to the next. It would like bump down to the top 5. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Right.
let's say I came in 4th, then whoever came in 5th would get the 4th place money. If I came in 2nd, whoever came in 3rd would get the 2nd place money, and it would go down from there, right? So, I'll just take myself out of contention for the prize money. But if I win a giant card, I'm still going to take it.
Right, yeah, you still get all the first place stuff that we'll go
Yeah.
over momentarily, right?
Yeah, I just can't take the money because it's my store, so that wouldn't make sense.
That do not apply to me, just to let y'all know.
Yeah. Yeah, David is not employed by Epic Loot, so he can win prize money.
So that the money breakdown, like I said, just make sure you see one of that way when he input the store credit, he could just input it after we
Yep.
pay for it. That way it would be simpler for him instead of trying to move
Yeah,
it
exactly.
over.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
Yeah, once we put the store credit into the system, it'll be a lot harder to like transfer it to another person. So we would want to do it before we actually enter it into our
Right,
into
so
our,
that's why I say we
just-
do it right after the event, and then, so you have to decide that Saturday night. You can't come in Sunday
Yep.
and expect.
Exactly.
We may still do it, but probably not. At least.
Yeah, I mean, I could talk to the staff, and
Right.
I'm sure there's a way to transfer store credit between accounts, but it's a pain to do it.
But
So
we gave you warning now, so I think that's more
yeah,
than
exactly.
enough. And we'll
It's
probably say
much
it-
easier.
Yeah, and we'll probably say
Yeah.
it again, even once we get to the top cut.
Yeah, we'll give a reminder.
Okay. So the rest of the prize breakdown. So if you come in first, you'll get the divided that mix printed out.
Yes, that's right. We got Mitch Friedrich once again to custom make some cool, awesome prizes, 3D print them for us. So it's card dividers for every team. The top, if you're looking at the slideshow right now, the top one with the blue with the silver letters is all the illustrated teams, and then the bottom row with the white with blue letters.
I'm gonna bring up a
It's all the
bigger
photo
picture.
teams.
Give me just a moment. I think I
Oh,
can
cool.
expand this. Okay, there you go. You can see it bigger.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So we got all the teams, and then we also have dividers for the basic location types, and then also for spells and inventions, domains, terrains, and bosses, and then I just had neutral support characters and neutral other, so you could put all the equipments and plot twists, all the neutral ones in a tab of their own.
So this be for first place in the main event.
Yes.
We got one set of those.
Yep. I just bought those myself and figured they'd make a nice prize for somebody.
All right. Now, also for first place, first and second place, they'll have first pick. So for this event, I think the winner will pick first.
Yeah. Winner would pick first, and then second place gets a pick, and then the
Okay.
other 4 are going to Sunday's event.
Right. So also if you threw the Kid Kaiju, the table, and finish him, they are all framed, and they will stay in frames.
Yeah.
So if you win those, you also get the frame that come with it. Them are my previous big cards I owned.
Yeah. David has so many big cards.
Yeah.
that he was like, yeah, I could throw in some big cards.
And then like I said, Dawson said I was looking forward to a new add-on to our mat holder.
Oh, cool.
So then finally, and then also for first through fourth, you will get to select one of these 8 play mats.
Yep.
We do have some of some of these, so like I said, I'll be bringing more, but
yeah,
as you can
I was just
see,
gonna say, yeah, there's some more playmats because we're gonna do top 4 playmats on Saturday, or top 4 players. I'm sorry, on Saturday we'll get a playmat, but also the top 8 players on Sunday will get a playmat. So we have even more than this. This is just the 8.
Yeah, but these are the different ones we have. I
ones.
guess it's best with the different ones we have.
Yep, we have multiples of
like
some
I said,
of them.
If people want extra the Sentinel Venom one, I might be able to help you there as well.
Cool,
and then finally, participation prize. These are some of the cards we have for prizes. And I'm pretty sure Scott may, if you have stuff left over after participating, you could trade a big mat for maybe. But I guess we'll figure that out later. But
we between us, we have a whole lot of promo cards, and so basically we've got play sets of like a dozen different cards, and then we've got like 1 or 2 of another. I don't know how many there is. There another 15 or so cards. So like basically we'll have participation prizes for everybody on Saturday and Sunday, and you'll either get a full play set of cards. Like we'll probably do it in. You'll make a choice again based on your final placement. So like whoever comes in first will get to pick first, and so on down the line. And you can either pick a play set of cards if it's one that we have a full play set of, or pick the single or 2 copies if that's all we have. But there should be enough cards to go around for everybody to get a participation prize on both Saturday and Sunday.
All right. Okay.
The Sentinels we might want to break. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll
I have a full set.
These are things we have for option is the best way to put it.
Yes. Yeah.
So just kind of see, but these are all stuff we're willing to give away, so you can see what's on the screen, and we'll see more in person.
Yep.
And next is the free fall on Sunday. So the last chance and life is too short. So again, the last chance format is something we came up with. The life is too short is a former UDE format. I want to say it was like 4 or 5. It was early on, right?
Yeah, I think it was one of the first featured formats. I don't remember for sure which one, but it was early.
Yeah, I think that when Cascade was still running it, that kind of let you know how long.
Oh yeah.
They did a Texas event for this. So like I said, you still choose the 2. It was going to be Sunday 11:30. You still choose the 2 volumes.
Yep.
But the big difference now, your MC must have exactly 5 printed health at each level, and each support character in your deck must have exactly 1 printed health, and for your side decks as well. So this will apply to your game deck and your side pals.
Yep.
We still keeping the same location rules. Any basic location, any team wild special location. That could be the only thing that outside of the volume selection.
Yep.
And you can, because of Life Too Short, you can only have 1 main character to start the game.
I can't think of any. I don't think there are any multiple MCs that have 5 each, right? I mean, I think there's.
I think
Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver have 4 and 5.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Right, and then Bark Brothers both have 4. Right. And I think most of the time when you have multiple MCs, they have less health. Like Cloak and Dagger both have 4.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't think there's any that you could have 2 that have 5 health anyway, but might as well clarify it just in case.
And still the same photo illustrated separation. Since Uatu won't be here, I think this is going to be pretty safe. We don't have to worry about Jin because she's not part of this.
Oh yeah, she has 2 health, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So, we kind of did the last chance. First of all, we did last chance. That way, every format is syncing up to this. So I think that made it easy. And then we did the Life Too Short, more so for time reasons.
Yeah, free for all. I mean, we've done the free for all thing the last 2 regionals that we had, and we found that it sometimes it could drag on because people are bringing, MCs that have a lot of health, or are just difficult to get down, or have multiple MCs
or even
like Kang or something.
or support character with multiple health.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So I think this will help the games actually stay to 80 minutes or less and keep us on time. Like, I don't want to have a situation like we had last year where everybody's like, I gotta go. Can we wrap this up? Like, it'd be better if the event wrapped up
came to a natural
in a more
conclusion.
timely manner. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we came up with the Life is Too Short thing as a way to sort of help the event run on time, basically.
And then we just add the last chance on top just to kind of even more, because something like the Sentinels is, of course, like we said, the 2 volumes. So you won't be starting with all them Sentinels.
Yep.
Or even if you're doing like the Invisible Woman stuff or the the Venom stuff, you're gonna have to spread it kind of spread those things out for all the pieces.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think this will be good for a free for all format. I think it'll make it
free for all.
Yep. But other than that, we're using the same free for all rules that we came up with last year. So, like, for example, we're doing the alliances thing. We did that last year, right?
Yeah, but we're doing one big change with that. So
true. Yeah.
Once one player is eliminated, the game turns into a free for all at that point.
Yeah. So when there's 4 players, basically you're in an alliance with the player diagonal from you, right? So there's 2 alliances at a 4-player game, and the players diagonal from each other cannot attack each other, and they're not considered enemies for for plot twists and effects and so on. So the only enemies are the player to your left and your right. But then, so you're kind of, you're not technically a team
you just
with the player diagonal from you, but
so y'all don't have to agree. You don't even have to do whatever the other person suggests. You could go AWOL, you do Leroy Jenkins, whatever.
But the thing that we realized after last year was, well, first of all, we came up with this because we didn't want to have 3 players gang up on one, right at the start. So for a 4-player game, you have these 2 alliances so that you can't have any more than 2 players attacking one. And then once one player is eliminated, it goes back to a true free-for-all. So now you have 3 players, there's no alliances, everybody's enemies, and anybody can attack anybody. And that way, once one player gets eliminated, the person who was their alliance doesn't automatically become the next one to go.
Right.
It just becomes a true free-for-all once there's 3 players. So that's the only change we made from last year. Hopefully that makes sense to everybody.
If not, you can ask us like we did everything else.
Yep.
But free for all been a lot of fun. If you have played in it, it's a good time. Win, lose, or draw, you are having a good time.
It really is a blast. For people that haven't ever tried it, try it. It's a lot of fun.
And like I say, and just to let people know, if you don't remember, we're gonna be randomly seating you. So whoever go first is gonna be based on where we seat you, and then based on where you seated, that where you're gonna be at each round. So you won't.
Yeah, and also we also do that so that people can't customize 2 decks to try to work together. Like, you don't know what table you're going to be at. You don't know, who's going to be the person who's actually your ally. So yeah, it's going to be
until top cut. Random. Then top cut, I think we let based on the place you can select your seat, but we may not even have a top cut, but that will go more that if you're there.
Yep.
Finally, the prizes. So since you're not paying no money, you won't win no money. That sounds pretty straightforward.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just as a reminder, there's no charge for the Sunday event. It's free, but there won't be any cash or store credit prizes. It's just prizes based on all the stuff that Dave and I had to donate as prizes.
So first place would be a tube.
Yep, playmat tube. Yeah, the playmats are in the picture, but the playmats are, everybody in 1st to 8th place is getting a playmat. So you're not getting 8 playmats and a playmat tube. For first place, you're just getting the playmat tube and a playmat. But
so let me ask you, Scott, what you thought about the last person picking first for the playmats and a big card for this event?
Oh, that's not a bad idea. Yeah. I like that idea.
So fourth will pick first, and first get
Yeah.
whatever left.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Because I mean, after all, this one's not. There's no money on the line, so it's not like as competitive
Right.
as the Saturday event. Yeah, let's do that. Sure.
Okay. So, we have 1 tube or 2 tubes. I guess I can still hold on because you got a tube as well, right?
Oh, you have a playmat tube as well?
Yeah, I have an extra one. Yes.
Oh, cool. All right, so then we can make that first and second place can get one.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realize you had one too.
Yeah, I just didn't bring mine in because I'm like, I'm pretty sure Scott said he had 2. We didn't need 2 of them, but no, I have an extra one as well.
Awesome. So yeah, we'll have 2 playmat tubes. We'll have another 4 giant cards.
Right.
So whichever 4 are left over from Saturday.
Right. So fourth place will pick theirs. Third, second, then first will have what's left over.
And then first to 8th place will get a playmat.
Right.
So like I said, between us, we've got 12 playmats.
And also this way, if 8th place could pick their playmat, they don't have to stay for the ending.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good point
as well. Because if we do a top cut, it's only going to be 4 people left. So the people,
they can just hit the road.
Already have their prize right off. Once the 4th person get eliminated, they could take their prize.
And we could do it that way with the promo cards too. Like we just do them in reverse order. First person eliminated can get first pick. Yeah.
Right.
Cool. Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea for Sunday. Yeah, because especially there will be people who probably want, if they're driving a distance, they probably want to hit the road and get home.
Rollins showing up in the comments.
Oh, cool. Hey, Roland.
Hopefully we'll discuss the next format that we do in the draft for. Because I said there will be a season 15 of Buckeye. And also at the end of the year we're doing an invitational tournament. I think we're going to take like the top 12 and do like start a new incursion for that. And then we're going to do the King of the Upper Deck again.
King of the Upper Deck was a lot of fun, man.
Right.
It was a good format.
Right. And that.
Well, I guess I shouldn't say was because it's not over yet, but I'm out of it now. So.
PJ won it.
Oh, PJ won it. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, he
didn't even notice that.
Burn in the final. So I mean, we're gonna have a stream and go over all of that. But I wanted to get this taken care of since it's like people traveling and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, people need to start making travel arrangements.
If you're listening, PJ, or hear me, I'm gonna be reaching out so we can get a date to do our recap. And anybody else want to jump in the recap, you're more welcome to join for that as well. But
yeah, I should probably point out, by the way, since we were just talking about people traveling and stuff and wanting to make travel plans, if anybody has questions, like I remember last regional, people were calling me and saying like, "Hey Scott, which airport is closer? Should I fly into Dayton or Cincinnati?" And asking about hotels and stuff. Just reach out if you have any questions about any of that stuff. I will tell you the Dayton airport is closer to us than the Cincinnati airport.
Yes.
I mean, they're not a huge. It's probably a 20-minute drive difference. It's not a huge difference, but Dayton airport is a little closer. But you could fly into Cincinnati too if you have a cheaper airfare there. It's not that much of a difference.
Right.
But anyway, yeah. Reach out if you have questions.
And I think that's something. I mean, we'll try to do something else here and there to kind of, we'll definitely bring it up here and there again. We'll do, if you have any questions or if we got to do another stream, we'll do it. But I think this kind of get the sums up what's going on there.
You bet. I think it's going to be fun. I think I'm always impressed, Dave, with the formats you come up with. I mean, well, I shouldn't say just you. I know Roland also participates in developing these formats, but like a lot of the Buckeye League formats you guys have been coming up with are amazingly fun.
Right. That building
Upper Deck should have had you guys make featured formats.
Too complicated, right?
Anyway, yeah, I think this is going to be a fun format. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't thought too hard yet about deck construction, but I'm starting to think about it.
Right. I actually already got my deck built.
You do? Already? Yeah. Wow.
So the thing I'm running into, the issue I'm running into, like, I don't want to practice with all the Buckeye people because that's going to be most of the people there. Like,
oh, yeah, good point.
So I may test the deck once against somebody and then just never bring it up. I mean, my free fall deck, I may be a little more, but like I said, still need to just play versus
Yeah,
I don't
definitely.
want everybody to know. Like I know what I could at least prepare for David's deck. No, I don't want that neither.
Right. Yeah, if you play test with all of us, yeah,
Right.
everybody will be like, oh, I know what to build against Dave.
Right. So because
Yeah.
besides this, I mean, I don't even know what Midwinter looks like at this point. Don't know what any of. So I mean, if you try and play
Yeah, that's
in-person versus,
Yeah, I haven't followed up with Jason was talking about taking. I know Peter's not doing it anymore, right?
I know Jason
But
talked
Jason
about
was
it.
talking about
Even
it.
Sean talked about
Yeah.
maybe, I know Sean even
Oh, he was.
talked.
Okay. I
But
hadn't heard that. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard for sure if anybody's
Right.
going to run versus up at Midwinter this year or,
Right.
or what's going on there.
But yeah, I would
So,
need
I don't
burn
know.
information. That's gonna be quite a long trip for a lot of unknowns. So that was.
Yeah,
So we'll
they
see.
probably need to decide fairly soon. I mean, that's in
Right.
January, so they probably still have a few months before they need to decide. But
Or maybe they're waiting for the upper deck update.
oh man, maybe don't wait for that.
Right.
Anyway.
All right,
Yeah,
well,
so come on out. I think we'll have a good time. We'll and even Friday night we'll play some Heat if people want to do that. We'll just have a whole weekend of good times for whoever shows up.
also, if you come to Gen Con, I'll be in the upper deck area if you have questions about this. I can still answer
Cool.
questions there. And, of course, in Discord on Facebook, you could just, attach the message to any one of these links and, we'll get your answer for you. Or if you watch
That's
this
cool.
later.
I didn't know you were going to be at the Upper Deck booth this year.
Well, maybe not the booth, but the play area, but I'm working for upper deck still.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like that you're
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be at their.
Oh, absolutely.
You'll
They take me
You'll be
and my
running
wife,
demos
yeah.
of like Neopets and stuff.
And Westford iCore, yeah. I mean,
Oh right, duh, Icor, yeah.
so yeah,
I still
I've
haven't
been
played that.
practicing, trying to get the hang of the game. Yeah, no, I would definitely. Because Side Deck, the company that do Yu-Gi-Oh, they're also the staffing company for the Gen Con. So.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I'll come and have you demo Rush of Icor for me because I still haven't played that yet.
Okay.
I'll be there.
Right.
I don't know what I'm doing yet since there's no versus tournament. I'm like, I got a lot of free time at Gen Con this year.
Right.
I'll probably just be wandering around aimless. Like, what do I do? I don't know what to do here.
What do I do with my hands?
Yeah. I don't have a deck to shuffle.
I think that's just to wrap it up. So, for the people who were here, thanks for listening. For the people listening later, and like I said, everybody's welcome. If you have any questions, just let us know. We'll make it happen.
Indeed.
All right. Well, everybody have a good day, good night, and good whatever. I think
Laters.
All right. I'm gonna end the stream. So if you can still hear us.